how to know when you are in your feminine energy and how to know when you are not in your feminine energy. This is a beautiful question. Thank you so much, Marie. You can see the feminine energy not like it's a switch, like on or off. It's on, I am in my feminine energy. It's off, I'm not in my feminine energy. It's not like that. It's more like you have a range, like we talk about those deficiency also is in a range, right? And let's say we have 0 to 100%. How much percent are you in your feminine energy? See? So you are always in your feminine energy, but how much? How much are you expressing? How much are you feeling? So when you are doing certain activities, you can be more called to bring in the masculine energy, like you are doing something, right? Or more of the feminine energy. For example, when you are meditating, calm, you are just receiving, you are in receptive mode, you are not doing anything. Or even when you are sleeping, you are just in 100% feminine energy, I can say, because you are not doing anything, you are just flowing, right? But in our waking life, there is more percentages. Like when I'm doing the live stream, like right now, I can be present here and channel the message that I'm giving you. And maybe I'm like 90% in my feminine energy. I don't know, right? The percentage is not important, but the attribute of being in receptive mode, for example, in playfulness, like I said before, when you are creative, this is an attribute of the feminine energy. So maybe being creative is like high percentage of feminine energy. I don't know what number, how much feels right for you, how much is your feminine energy when you create. When you are eating something and having so much pleasure, right? This is also a high percentage of feminine energy. What number do you want to put there? Maybe 95 when you have so much pleasure. When you are in a sensual situation, like having sex, for example, this is also high level of feminine energy. When you are receiving, when you are flowing, you are also high level of feminine energy. And so the things that will make you not feel so much connected to your feminine energy, there will be things like feeling like you have to control everything, right? You want to control the people around you. You want to control the outcome of the things that you are doing. There you have lower levels of feminine energy. I don't know what percentage, right? Maybe 5%, 10%, 25%, I don't know. But being in control like that, or being in survival mode, feeling like, oh, I am in danger. Because feminine energy is really such a luxurious thing, right? Like, oh, I can just sleep, I can just rest, I can just make myself beautiful, I can just feel my high vibrational energy, right? Imagine that you are attacked by a tiger. It's not the time to sleep, or that tiger will eat you, right? Or you cannot say, okay, I need to meditate when you see a tiger come, unless you are so in a high vibrational energy, super high, that the tiger will see your meditation and be like, okay, I don't need to attack this human being because it's just another level, right? So being in survival mode like that, when you feel like, oh, I am in danger, it's more difficult to connect with your feminine energy, because that feminine energy is really an expansive energy, the energy of your desires, right? The energy of feeling high vibrational, the energy of being in pleasure, of being creative, expressing your creativity just for the fun of expressing it, the energy of playfulness. I want to talk about this experience that happened to me also the other day. One thing about connecting with that inner child is to have more joy, more pleasure in your life, right? More playfulness also. And when you want to switch your mood, for example, I think it's so important to continually work on having deep level of fulfillment, what people can call deep level of happiness, so that your happiness baseline is really high, so that you don't need to just take the things that help you to feel happy all the time. One thing that you can do if you need that energy of, oh, I need to feel happy right now, is like you can call in a smile. So you smile, and at the beginning, you will feel like, oh, it's a fake smile. But if you can hold it for, let's say, 17 seconds, then your brain will create something that you will start feeling happy about. So I was thinking about this one day because I was preparing a video, right? And I was like, okay, I will just smile right now. And then the brain started showing me things. So I was really genuinely smiling then after a few seconds. And then I look outside the window with that smile. And what do I see? A beautiful rainbow. And then I took a picture of that rainbow and I sent it to my husband and I sent it to my sister because they understand, right? And this is how your high vibration that you have created with a fake smile at the beginning, but with the intention of being in a higher vibration, can lead you to feel and to see the high vibration of the universe as well. You know how special rainbows can be and how rare they can also be. You cannot just say, okay, I want to see a rainbow right now and see one. So this is also the divine telling you, wow, you are on the right path. At least that is always how I interpret it. The divine saying to you, you are really aligned. And I love when I can have those small confirmations. And I also call the children, right? They're like, wow, there's a rainbow outside. Come and see. And they're like, where? And they go open the door and they see it. And it's so beautiful. When you create that high vibrational energy, when you connect with your feminine energy like that, it is contagious for the people around you, right? You can also put that smile to someone else because you have seen the rainbow. You call the children, they come and see the rainbow. They are happy because they see the rainbow with you. And also you share that with the people you love, and they can also have that smile because they see that you have shared something special with them. So it's really how connecting with your divine feminine energy is also helping other people connect with their divine feminine energy. And by the way, I didn't find it necessary to repeat it also in this video, but understand that every one of us has feminine and masculine energy, right? When we identify as women, we have both energies, the feminine and the masculine. When we identify as men, we also have both energies, the feminine and the masculine. And we can have levels of wounded feminine energy and levels of wounded masculine energy, and also levels of divine feminine energies and also levels of divine masculine energy. The wounded feminine energy is when your feminine energy is so not trusting, for example, is so acting from a space of, oh, I have to protect myself, or, oh, I have to do things just so that I can be safe. She acts from a place of being hurt, and this is the wounded feminine energy. But the more you try to connect to your divine feminine energy, for example, understanding that balance, like I said, if you got hurt, it doesn't mean that people are mean and you have to protect yourself and push them away. No, it just means that there was a lesson that you needed to learn, and the universe used that person to show you the way how you can heal out of that thing. Of course, something can happen, and instead of balancing your mind like that, you get hurt and you don't want to heal. You get lower and lower, right? And this is the wounded feminine energy. Instead of balancing your mind to understand that there is only love and everything else is, you go into victim mode and you stay there in your hurt and you don't want to hear and see anything. You just want to stay hurt. And when we are hurt and when we heal, it's like if you have been hurt on your hand, you will have a wound, right? And that wound, when it's fresh, it will still be sensitive when someone does something that reminds you of that. So it will be like, oh, I can feel the hurt again, right? And so give yourself permission to heal out of that. And while you are healing, it's your choice. If you are going to heal with your favorite people around you, right? Or if you are going to go in hermit mode, push everything out and say, okay, I need to heal first. But understand that the best inner work is when people are around you, because they quantum leap you, because you get influenced by their perception of the world as well. So the way you will heal when you are in the presence of other people is going to be faster than if you take yourself away in the mountain to heal. Even if you heal there, you will think, oh, I got this, I'm healed. But when you come back in the vicinity of those people, you will feel, oh, I feel triggered again. How come? I thought I was already healed, right? But when you heal in their presence, understanding that you can decide how much energy you give to each person in your life. When you feel hurt, it's okay for you to decide, okay, I have my boundaries here. I protect my energy. And for that, you can imagine that you have a sphere of energy around you that help you to contain your energy and not let anything come in, right? Just make sure that it's not from a place of hurt that you create that energetic sphere, but that is from a space of protection. And understand that there is only love. So even that sphere of protection is only an illusion, right? Because even when something hurtful happens, it's for our love, it's for our growth, it's for our expansion. So putting people in our heart instead of putting them in the pit. You know, there is the pedestal, we put people up, and there is the pit, we put people down because they did this and they did that. So when we judge like that, we are judging also ourselves. And that is the wounded feminine energy. We do that because we feel hurt. But when we can take ourselves and the people out of the pit, no judgment, is not an easy thing to do, right? So follow your own path. When you feel hurt, understand that you are hurt, and you can decide if you are going to take your energy back a little bit in order to heal first, and then you can see if it's worth starting rebuilding trust again. And it's always worthy of building trust, because when you give your energy away like that in drama, in trauma, it is you who is suffering at the end of the day. And those people that hurt you are taking space in your mind. They are actually you become their slave. When you resent someone, it's like you are drinking poison. So resentment is going to make your body decay, make your body feel sick. The more you can clear that resentment, the better it is. Clearing resentment, of course, is also part of connecting with our divine feminine energy, because we understand the balance. So it can really be that easy to say, okay, I decide that I let go. I decide that I'm no longer available for being triggered. I decide that I'm no longer available for being my whole identity of a wounded feminine woman, right? I let go of that. And I decide that I'm ready to embody my divine feminine energy. The way you will reprogram your mind is by repeating those affirmations and by embodying also. So the next occasion that you have when you are triggered, you start embodying. Okay, I understand that this is not really a threat. It's just an illusion because of my past hurt, of my past history. But I decide that I'm no longer triggered by this. And this is how you take your power back, and you take those people that are living rent-free in your mind, you take them out of your head, right? And you take your power back. And then what happens is that you can now focus on really downloading what the divine is guiding you to do. You can really connect with your intuition when there are no people talking in your head, when they are not even there in your vicinity, but just because of the past things that happened between you, right? So take your power back by balancing. Oh, I don't put you in the pit, I put you in my heart, because I understand that it is the divine using you in order to make me even more powerful, even more connected, even more divinely aligned, right? And so you can connect to your purpose, because all of your energy is now free from distraction from trigger, from other people chatter, other people drama. No. You free your energy now, and you can focus it into what you really want, into creating high vibrational relationship, into healing the sisterhood wound, healing the motherhood wound, healing anything that needs to be healed, right? Healing the trigger, healing. Oh, by the way, there are some elements that are connected with that sacral chakra, and the more we work above them, the better it is. And those elements are like those emotions, because the feminine energy is also connected to our emotion, just like it has the element water. And those emotions are like anger, hate, jealousy, cruelty, lust, and pride. So the more we can balance those emotions and feel more at peace, the better we connect to our divine energy. And the better we amplify then our creativity, our sensuality becomes more vibrant. We love ourselves more fully. We are not afraid of what will think everybody about me, right? About how I'm living, about what I'm wearing. If they think what they think, it's their problem, right? It's none of your business. You just express yourself to the most high vibration that you can, because you are connected with your divine feminine energy in that moment. And it can change. When you will get less connected, you will feel all those judgments coming, and they might take you down like, oh, I feel like, no, I don't want to wear this. That's why one of my favorite practice is to ask myself what will feel so great to wear today, right? And then when I get an inspiration, I go with that, because I know that it's my divine guidance guiding me toward what I really want to wear, and away from the fear of judgment, the fear of being seen, like, oh, I should dim my light so that people don't judge me. No, no more of that when you connect with your divine feminine energy. And this is why it's so powerful when you connect with your divine feminine energy, because you are not so concerned about what will people think. You just take your creativity, like I'm here right now, and you just do what you feel inspired to do, not being concerned about the judgment. Because in the past, some powerful women were burned to the stake, being called witches. And this is a way how society could take their power away, right? You will die, you will be burned. Well, I love to think that if there is reincarnation, then you will come again, but more powerful.